Hello everybody, my name's Kevin Ross. I am the founding chairman of First Washington. I want to welcome you all to this first LEGO League kickoff event. So, before we get started today, I thought it'd be interesting if you wanted to see where First Washington was and just take a quick tour of our facility. Come on, let's go. So we are in a office park down here in Kent. We've been here for about 6 years. And so we have an office. We have a staff of 8 people that actually run First Washington. And, so here is our lobby. And this is like our shrine to all things First. We even painted the walls. Those are all of the program colors. This is where we do all of the organizing and setting up all the equipment and trying to help you guys have a very successful season. So when you come and visit us, if you do, you'll meet some of our amazing staff. Because of our COVID, none of them are here today because we're all social distancing. So I'm here by myself. But we have some offices. That's where Jackie and Adrian live, and we have some offices for Erica Beckstrom and the rest of our staff. Kind of not terribly exciting, but this is sort of what it looks like. And, of course, there are a lot of things that go into doing First. So we have a big storeroom full of things. That isn't actually the big storeroom. This is actually the little storeroom. So let's go out into the big warehouse area so you can see just how much stuff is involved in doing First across the state of Washington. So you are going to be doing First LEGO League. That is the first of a series of programs, a progression of programs that include First LEGO League, the First Tech Challenge, and the First Robotics Competition. And all of the supplies needed to do that are stored out here in our main warehouse. So you can see there's a lot of stuff like up there on top of the pallet system. Those are all our FLL tables and supplies. We have volunteer supplies. A lot of this is for the high school program, First Robotics Competition. And then if I was to come down in this area down here, there's our forklift charging. I didn't really stage this very well, so you have to excuse me. But all of the supplies that we use to support our thousands of volunteers going out and doing the events are stored here in this warehouse, and so that we can share those resources across all 4 of our programs. It makes things a lot more efficient. So anyway, this is our facility. It's in Kent, Washington, and I just thought it would be interesting if, rather than you just having a vague notion of First Washington being out there somewhere, maybe you might remember that we are human. There are a bunch of us here, and we actually have a space to work in. So one other cool thing that we have is we have a wall of t-shirts. Let me show you real quick. It's team t-shirts. So these are t-shirts that we've collected from all of our teams. Most of these are FRC, which is the high school program, and FTC, which is high school and middle school. And some FLL teams. Our challenge for you is that if you would like to get your shirt up here on the wall, you're welcome to send us a t-shirt and we will find a nice spot for it to fit on our wall of fame. So think of that if you end up making an extra t-shirt, or if you have an extra one from last year, go ahead and send it on in to us. We'll manage to get it up there on the wall for you. We run on volunteers. There are 8 staff people who manage a group of somewhere around 1,500 to 2,000 volunteers. It's always a slippery number to keep track of. So, but the reality is that this program is run by volunteers, and we would love to have you become a volunteer someday. If you're a student or if you're a parent and you would like to see this type of program succeed in the state of Washington, love to have you join us as a volunteer. We're always looking for judges, especially for the other programs, and we always need help setting up and running events. Appreciate your considering that and being a part of the First Washington family. So with that, I think we're ready to do the kickoff, don't you? So in just a few minutes, Darren, who will be around here somewhere, is going to kick off our amazing FLL season right here, right now.
Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome to the 2020-2021 League Kickoff. What I want to do now is thank you for tuning in, and also I want to introduce what's going to be happening is that there's a lot of changes that have gone on, and so everybody needs to be a little patient and have their gracious professionalism going on because things are going to happen and we're going to have to make decisions, could be on the fly. So again, with a lot of the stuff coming on, things are changing from the December schedule from last year, the January schedule from last year, and then February, and then also March. So with that, we want to kick this off and send it back to Kevin, who's going to help us with that.
Thanks, Darren. If you're new to First LEGO League, congratulations, you have joined an amazing program full of amazing people. It's a progression of programs, starting with First LEGO League, moving on to the First Tech Challenge, and culminating in the First Robotics Competition. All of these programs are awesome to be a part of, and mostly because of the ethics that we call gracious professionalism. That's a term coined by First Distinguished Advisor Woody Flowers, who realized a long time ago that it's okay to be competitive and it's okay to want to win, but it's far better to do that in an environment where you're trying to help everybody else succeed. By making sure that everybody else succeeds, you end up developing a network of friends and competitors that really supports you and supports your team going forward. I challenge each one of our First LEGO League teams to come up with your own take on gracious professionalism and what is it that you're going to do to make sure that gracious professionalism is a part of your life. So let's talk about this year. Well, COVID-19, yay, you've heard a lot about that. It's going to impact us at First LEGO League as well. Probably the biggest change is that we ended up needing to slide our season a little bit later in the year. There are lots and lots and lots of things about COVID-19 that we don't understand yet and how it's going to impact things. But just over the last week or so, we've seen a lot of school districts deciding to go with online classes for the first half of the year. So in order to be able to have great participation from our schools, and great participation by lots of teams, we're going to slide our season, which normally runs from, let's call it September to January. We're actually going to slide that season to January to probably April. Exact details, we don't know, just to be honest with you. But we do know that we have, by moving that season, it will allow more teams to participate and it will allow for a safer environment for all of us. Now, are we going to be doing live events where we all get together and participate, or are we going to do remote events? Well, that's a really loaded question that we honestly don't know the answer to yet, but we have plans to do it either way. So with a live event, we'll probably end up doing smaller events than we've done in the past, and we're probably we'll limit the number of people in the room, so we probably won't allow spectators. On the upside, though, we're going to stream all of our live events on the internet, so your friends and families will be able to watch you compete live on TV. In the event that we can't do live events, the other option is for us to do remote events. And there's an entire plan worked out for this with First nationally. Some of the details we'll share later, but basically the idea is that you would pick 3 rounds that you're going to run on your table at home, and you will end up submitting those scores. It's kind of like playing golf. Either way, it's going to be a great experience for everybody. No matter what, we have decided to do remote judging this year. That means that all of the judging will be done probably on Zoom or some other comparable video platform, and the judges will be able to interview you remotely. I think that Aaron Schmitz is going to talk a little bit more about what's going to happen with judging in just a few minutes, so I'll save the rest of that for him. This is going to be a great year. It's going to be an interesting year, and it's going to be a year where we all learn to be very adaptive to whatever COVID and the rest of the world wants to throw at us this year. But it's all part of living. It's all part of being well educated and making good decisions based on the data that's around you. So with that, let's send it back to Darren and get ready for our kickoff.
All right, thanks, Kevin. Now, what I want to introduce now is the first leg of lead judging. Remember, this is about the robot design, the project presentation, and also the core values. So since there are a lot of big changes this year, here to explain what's going to happen is our lead judge advisor, Mr. Aaron Schmitz.
Thanks, Darren. I think I speak for all of the judges in Washington when I say we're excited to see later this year all of the work that you've done on robot, on project, on core values, and excited to learn about what you've learned. As Darren said, I'm looking forward to sharing a few changes that we have to First LEGO League judging for this year. First, the 3 separate judging sessions for robot, for projects, and core values are being consolidated into a single 30-minute session. One of the advantages of this system is that it allows for the judges to have a few minutes to give teams immediate feedback about how their presentations and robot are. We'll still be doing the regular written rubrics that we've done in years past, but students, help your parents to take a look on the FLL website to check out the new rubrics. Those will be helpful in making sure that you understand sort of how the judges are going to be evaluating you come competition. As Kevin had mentioned, we will be doing remote judging for all of the First LEGO League events in Washington this year. The goal is to keep stuff similar, with, of course, the exception of the consolidated judging session, as I mentioned, and really provide the same experience through the comfort of a video conference. In addition to the judging changes, we do have a change to awards this year. So in years past, we would have kind of 3 unique robot awards, 3 unique core values awards, 3 unique project awards, and of course the highest overall award, the Champions Award. But we're consolidating that a little bit, so we're just going to have 1 award for robot, 1 award for project, 1 award for core values, of course still the Champions Award, and then we'll have sort of runner-up awards that keeps sort of a similar overall number of awards per event, but consolidates things a little bit in terms of category. We also will have a new award for a mentor who shows exceptional core values and inspiration to students. Stay tuned for more information on that. And now back to Darren.
All right, this just in from the first international headquarters, it's the first LEGO League RePLAY.
For centuries, sports have played an integral part of our culture. Moving, collaborating, competing, celebrating. Sports have paved a way for us to play and move together. The activities that challenge us physically and mentally are shifting, and we are challenged to use our minds, our creativity, imagination, and critical thinking as much as we use our muscles. As we rethink where we move, and redesign the parks, fields, and spaces around us to create places to play. We have the power to be forces for change and redefine the game. Let's work together to champion every sport and every person that plays the game, so people of all abilities and skill levels can participate, giving us all reasons to cheer. It's time for us to revolutionize the way we play and move. It's time to be game changers. In the 2020-2021 first LEGO League Challenge season, RePLAY, you will explore opportunities to play and be active. More and more people are not active enough. Playing makes being active more fun. You get creative when you want to play, and it's this creativity, your creativity, that can help motivate us to be more active. How and where can we help people be more active? How can we motivate our community and impact the future? What solutions can we create now to help everyone to a fun and active future? Every role on your team is important to help solve the problem. It will take teamwork, imagination, and creativity. And it starts here, with your critical thinking and imagination leading the way toward fun and active lifestyles for everyone. You will also learn about the FIRST core values. The core values are part of everything we do at FIRST. They are like the members on your team. Each one works together to help you succeed. Discovery, innovation, impact, inclusion, teamwork, and fun. The core values should be a part of your first LEGO League experience. Use them throughout the season. Your innovation project is one component of the first LEGO League Challenge. Identify a specific problem linked to people not being active enough. Research your problem and your solution ideas. Design a new piece of technology or improve an existing one. Make a model or prototype to show how your solution helps people be active. Share your solution. Collect feedback and iterate on your design. Pitch your solution at an event. Make sure your whole team is involved.
This is the RePLAY competition field. There are 14 missions, which can be attempted in any order. You do not have to complete all the missions, just try as many as you can in each 2.5-minute round. Only the score from your best round will be counted. Your robot must start from this launch area, and you should program it to return to this home area when it returns from the field. You can handle and modify your robot while it is in the home area. If your robot and all its equipment is small enough to fit in this small inspection area, you will score 25 points. Mission 1, Innovation Project. During this mission, you will use the white brick model that you have made that represents the solution to your innovation project. The robot moves your white brick model into the RePLAY logo, or to the gray area around the bench. Mission 2, Step Counter. The robot slides the step counter slow and steady. The further it moves, the more points that are scored. Mission 3, Slide. The robot slides the people off the slide and moves them to other areas, completely in home or on the heavy tire. Mission 4, Bench. The robot flattens the bench, removes the backrest, and gets cubes into the hopscotch spaces. Mission 5, Basketball. The robot gets a cube into the crate and raises the crate up the basketball post to the middle height, or to the top height. Mission 6, pull-up bar. The robot passes completely under the bar in either direction, then later comes back and lifts itself off the mat at the end of the match. Mission 7, robot dance. If the robot is dancing on the dance floor at the end of the match, Mission 8, Boccia. If both share models have sent only one cube anywhere into the opposing field, and those cubes color match each other. If there are any color cubes in your frame or target. And if there is at least one yellow cube completely in your target. Mission 9, tire flip. The robot flips tires white side up, the heavy black tread tire and the light blue tread tire. If the heavy tire crosses the red flip line at any time, it scores 0. The robot moves the tires into the large target circle. Mission 10, cell phone. The robot flips the cell phone white side up. Mission 11, treadmill. The robot spins the rollers to move the pointer clockwise. The further it moves, the more points scored. Gray, red, orange, yellow, light green, or dark green. Mission 12, row machine. The robot moves the free wheel out of the large circle and into its smaller target circle. Mission 13, weight machine. Before the match, set the weight machine to the color you want: blue, magenta, or yellow. During the match, the robot forces the large lever down until the little yellow stopper falls to score points: blue, magenta, or yellow. Mission 14, health units. The robot collects health units from around the field, then moves them to target areas, touching the replay logo, touching the gray area around the bench, or looped over the pull-up bar post. Mission 15, precision. If you interrupt your robot, you will lose a precision token. Precision tokens left on the field can result in extra points. Remember to read the robot game rules and check for any updates during the season.
Good luck this season, and remember to have fun as you reimagine the way we play and move. Whether you're exploring how our bodies move or uncovering opportunities to play that are fun and fair for everyone. Your creativity can revolutionize the world. Let's rethink the way we play and move. It's time to be game changers.